To take the floor for 5 minutes. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chair. I just want to start by thanking all of the witnesses. You've provided really nuanced and sensitive testimony about the complexities of the conflict in Nigeria, and I really appreciate it. What I'd like to do is I'd like to use my time to focus back on the human impact of the conflict. So, Ms. Ene, Rosemary, you told us in your opening statement about a close friend who was a priest who was killed along with a colleague and 16 parishioners at, I think it's St. Ignatius Catholic Church in Mabalam in central Benue. And I first want to say that we honor their memory today, and I want to thank you for sharing your pain with us. And while I recognize that the conflict is multifaceted with more than just religion among its causes, the impact of the conflict is always going to manifest itself in a very personal way when it's your church that's been burnt down. And so you spoke of freedom of association, you spoke of community, and I'm wondering if you could share and elaborate a little bit with us on what it looks like for a Christian family or a congregation who are trying to stay safe, or any congregation that's trying to stay safe in this conflict.
Thank you very much. Thank you guys for having me. So, the issues around these killings in North Central or Middle Belt in Nigeria is like my other colleagues have spoken. Policing is centralized, and most police and police headquarters and where they take authority from is centralized. And so most people that suffer from all this insecurity and inability to associate freely are people that live in the hinterland where there are no, there's no media, there's no centralized police, they don't have access to the government per se, or maybe they have access to government that is weak. So for people that live in those places, most of the time they don't go to church because they cannot walk freely. Most of the time they don't walk. They cannot go to their farms because mostly people are really targeting people that work in the farms and all that. Most of the time they don't have the opportunity to walk freely in their community because of all these killings and all that. And may I add, we have a lot of IDP camps, internally displaced persons camps. So most of those people have been, what's the word now? Most of them, they have been displaced from their community, and so they are maybe in IDP camps, and so they cannot freely associate with people, they cannot freely attend religious function, or they don't live freely. They live in IDP camps. So for me, most of these issues happen actually in the rural areas, those community, local community areas. And so, and because those, sorry, it's echoing. Because something is wrong with my mic.
Sorry, I think we're having a technical problem, but thank you very much for that. While we're sorting it out, Mr. Usman, if I could turn back to you. I want to thank you, first of all, for making the long journey to join us today in person. The Nigerian diaspora in Canada is significant and it's growing, and you represent your whole community very, very well, and I'm grateful for that. I'm wondering what role the conflict in Nigeria has played in the decision of Nigerians to come to Canada.
Thank you so much. Thanks for that question. A lot because it's a lot of places in Nigeria, a lot of rural places in Nigeria is not safe. It's not safe for people. You can have the means, but with this means comes the fear of insecurity where people want to take what you have. Again, it goes back to the point we're making, saying the bigger problem is not just the religion. It's a lot of insecurity that boils down from bad governance, poverty, lack of employment, lack of jobs. Example of a McDonald's in Nigeria, you probably need a master's degree to get that job, not just a regular person. So when we migrate here is the chance to have that life, the Canadian promise dream, that we can have a very good life, safe employment and a good life, which a lot of us who are Nigerians value and appreciate and are enjoying it today, and gives us the resources and opportunity to be able to help our people back home. So it's not just Canada, it's all over the world where Nigerians migrate to. And there are a lot of people that migrate for different reasons, but insecurity is one of the big reasons why a lot of people migrate as well.
Thank you. Thank